Life is a carnival. That's what I've found. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy, let me just tell the story about what happened to us last night for a second. Can I just take a second?
Sure? You sure you want to do that?
Okay, no. This was a night like I've never had before. I don't go out much. You can probably guess that that's true. I stay at home a lot. I'm a shut-in. But last night, I'm actually headed home after work, and Jimmy Vivino, our band leader, calls me up and says, do you want to go and sit backstage at Bob Dylan's concert? And I've never seen Bob. I love Bob Dylan. I've never seen him perform before because I'm a cheapskate. And you say, let's go. And so I say, all right. And Jimmy, you're hooked up with those guys. You know a bunch of people there. You know Bob.
Yeah, well.
Right. You know him. Okay, well, you know. You said you did. And and you took me into his house when he wasn't there. You did, remember?
Yeah,
and you said, we can sleep here, remember? No. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then you gave me a guitar and said Bob would want this?
Yeah.
No. No, you know a bunch of guys who work with Bob, and you said, let's go. And so you were hooked up, and because I'm with Jimmy, I get whisked in the back door. I get right backstage, and the next thing I know, someone's saying, Jimmy, Conan, why don't you go backstage and say hi to Bob, like to the room? And I'm, you know, there aren't that many people anymore. When I first got into this business, everybody, like, oh my God, Scott Baio, you know. Mr. Baio. But I got over that like a year ago, you know. But at this point, Bob Dylan is one of those people who is just... He's like a god to me. And so I can't believe that I'm going to be in a room with him, let alone maybe even get to talk to him. So suddenly I'm ushered into this room, and I'm thinking, I'm going to have this cool conversation with Bob Dylan, and we're going to crack the mystery of the cosmos, and it's going to be amazing. He's going to be like, this guy is cool, and we're going to really, it's going to be great. So I'm waiting, and I'm working closer and closer to Bob Dylan, and then suddenly... the manager pulls me forward and says, Conan O'Brien, say hi to Bob. And I look, and Bob Dylan puts out his hand, and he shakes my hand, and he goes, I've seen you on the TV. That's it. That's what I got. I got like, I've seen you on the TV. And I'm thinking like, all right, well, I'm going to have something really cool to say back, and then we're going to have this great conversation. So I'm about to say something. This is my big moment, and just then I hear... Conan, so nice to meet you. And I turn around, swear to God, it's Al Gore. I've never met him. I don't know him. I've never met the guy in his life, in my life. Never met him. I don't meet big people, like, all the time, you know? And I just, like, you know, I'm about to say, and I hear, like, Conan, how are you? And I turn around, and Al Gore is backstage, and he's dressed down. He's wearing, like, jeans and jean jacket, and he's... you know, gonna tie a bandana around his head. And he starts talking at me like, it's so good to see you. I don't think we've met. I've never been on your show. Someday, maybe I will be on your show. I am a robot from the future. I've been sent here to one-man con. He's like talking at me. And no, he's not. Seems like a very nice guy. Seems like a very, very nice guy. But he's talking, and I want to say something to Bob Dylan. So I'm like trying to, it's amazing. This guy, like, practically won presidency of the United States, and I'm trying to, like, get away. I don't know if he's ever had anyone do this to him before. So, like, you're like Al Gore's POV talking to me, and I'm like... And meanwhile, Bob Dylan's, like, ushered away, because they, this is, we got to get him out on stage, and they usher him away. And then they usher all of us out of there. And I'm just getting over that. And then finally, Jimmy and I, we get led up, because you're hooked in, man. We get to sit on these, like, instrument cases on the side of the stage. I'm sure some people in the audience could see us. We're just sitting on these big instrument cases. Bob Dylan's playing, like, 3 feet away from me, and I'm sitting on this big instrument case like an idiot in front of everybody at Madison Square Garden. They're probably like, hey, look, it's the guy from Happy Days. And I'm there, and I'm looking, and I'm like, this is cool. I can see Bob Dylan. This is great. But I can't enjoy the concert because sitting on the other side of the stage is Al Gore. So I'm trying to enjoy this amazing moment, and Dylan's, like, rocking out, but, like, right in my line of vision, right past is Al Gore looking at Dylan, and to the music, I swear to God, this is what he's doing. And I'm just like, ah! I thought this was going to be like my cool rock and roll night, and all I can channel when I try and think back on it is Al Gore going like that. That was a weird night. I am never going outside again. But thank you. I owe you. That was a great night. It was a crazy night.
Well, Bob thanks you, I'm sure.
I'm sure, yeah. I think he's mad now. I've seen him on the TV. That's a story I can tell. What did he say to you, Granddad? He said, I've seen you on the TV. You're weird, Grandpa. All right, so much to talk about. We have such a great show tonight. We really do. I'm excited about tonight's show. No. I wasn't. Now, see, now it looks like I was pimping for applause. Which I was.